Hey team, this is Rip here. You guys are doing fantastic today. Got a fun video with a Manteuffel, the Tier 9 in German battleship. Sorry, not battleship. I'm sorry, it plays like one, but it's really a cruiser. The reason why I called it a battleship because all the secondaries got on this thing, just like the Tier 10 battleship we just did, the Prince Aldebert. Yeah, and that is pretty much another cruiser at Tier 10, German, that has the manual secondaries that we talked about. And man, oh man, is this thing powerful. And we'll take a look at this game, a little bit of tactic strategy as well. But really the gimmick is just the manual secondaries. And there is a bug, by the way. I think Flemu did it. I tried it and it works. What you do is you switch back and forth between the AP, or I think it works on HE as well, back and forth between main battery and the manual secondaries, and they fire all the secondaries at once and through the ship. It just is basically some kind of bug. So I guess you got to fix that, wargaming. But I tried it and it works. You fire so many shells right at a guy, like literally all your guns fire, the secondaries fire at him. And unless it looked like it, and I was getting so many fires and pins. It's very disorienting though because the gun angles are shifting back and forth. But try it out, guys. That's the gimmick right there. And yeah, it's dumb. But anyways, let's take a look at the Manteuffel. Tier 10 instead of the Prince Albert's Tier 9, Tier 10. Same kind of gimmicks again, manual secondaries, damage con, emergency, 6-kilometer hydro, and the guns, these pen 88mm, so pretty interesting there. I actually use HE a lot in this thing, just want to start fires. The AP is okay, it's not bad, 350mm guns, so take it for what it's worth, however you use it, but right off the bat, just supporting Sejon here and the Yugamo. Funny thing is, Sejon actually, why don't you go support your Velos? It's like, that's great. He's good by himself with Missouri, but what we need to do is overwhelm a flank. Numbers scream louder than words could ever do. So, like I said, if we have the numbers, we have the tactics, you can really overwhelm. I mean, if you get more guns on one target, kill one guy at a time, that is a good enough tactic as it is right there. I mean, I've never seen really one, unless you're in a Valparaiso, it's one guy take on 4 dudes at once. So let's take a look at how this works. I'll show you. Let's take a look at this video. This is exactly a good demonstration as to why tactics and persistence and overwhelming numbers actually works and pays off, just like in military strategy. So let's take a look. Gear right off the bat. You know, it's firing HE right here, and we're letting the secondaries work automatically. Now, if you do use the manual secondaries, they go out to a longer distance. As you can see right here, it says at 13 kilometers. I believe in the Prince Aldebert, it goes out to 13.6. So shorter range manual secondaries wide, but 13 kilometers is not bad. So you can see in the mini map, the rings go out to 13.0 now in the manual mode, as opposed to the 12, the normal automatic fire 12. So let's see here. Gear is now running away. Ooh, now we have a party going on right here. And this is exactly why I supported this flank. Because look, they're overwhelming a flank. They're using that strategy. Had the Sejon, if I did what the Sejon listened to, this entire flank would have caved. Because what? He is not going to survive this onslaught. He's probably getting the first one to die. Funny how the guy that dictates the map is the first one to die. And then, of course, we got the Wami, Illinois, almost potentially overwhelmed and outnumbered, and the Yugamo is out in the distance. So, like I said, we've already lost our Velos. I don't know what happened there, but anyways, we're going to have to win this game for our team. Sejon goes down, the guy that said, hey, go support the, Velos. Nope, I need to support this flank. I need to support you. And you apparently went down. So let's focus on Indiana. Let's see here. That's what I'm doing right now because he is a American battleship, so he has very low armor for my secondaries. Now, the secondaries pen up to 32, 38mm, so that's why I like this American battleships. All of their armor is just enough for me to do all the damage possible. See, I'm just aiming right at the bow there, which is either 32mm or less. That's what the American battleships usually have, so my secondaries just melt the crap out of the bow of these guys, so that's where I'm really aiming at. Look, I'm getting little secondary hits right there on the bow. Firing a little HE action right there. Look at that. Some nice damage. He's got tons of fires on him going on right now. Holding my damage con. Ooh, look, Pommern is going to go down. He's got a lot of fires because he was too busy focusing on me, a cruiser, when he should be focusing on the 2 battleships shooting at him, which is funny. That's why the Manteuffel is very awesome angled in, and it acts like a battleship. It's very difficult to kill sometimes at this angle, so you got to be careful. Now, we took a major hit right there. I think it was from John Bart. Now, probably, again, you are still susceptible to Citadel and broadsides like any other cruiser, so you got to be very, very careful. Everybody wants to shoot at you, too. You're that new shiny I keep saying it, battlecruiser / cruiser, and it acts like a battleship, though. Look at it. It does look almost kind of like a battleship, like a Ruprecht, but A little smaller version of it. But yeah, look at that. We tanked over 1.2 million damage, which, look, people are still firing at us. Like I said, everybody wants to do shiny battleship cruise. They know how powerful this thing is. Now we're going to start working down the Alaska right here. We're going to angle a little bit right here. And we're almost at, I thought I was going to die right here. This shot right here, I thought I was dead. So just look at the angle, and we got to do angle, 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 and just enough to survive when we get our damage con or heal back. And let's see if we can, there it is. Okay, Alaska right there. Using manual secondaries right here. Here's the gimmick rare. We are not spotted. Manual secondaries are not firing, but when we switch to manual, and here's that gimmick I was telling you about. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And there it is. You get to shoot all the secondaries all at once, which is wild. It is the weirdest game. Now, this is very disorienting. I'm sorry, but I was just testing this out, and it does work, ladies and gents. It's a very, very weird gimmick. And just look at all the hits I'm getting just doing this little gimmick. I don't know. Wargaming fixed this, and oh my god, we actually got a kill with it. I'm sorry, that was cheating. Yeah, it's a bug. So Wargaming, I think, knows about it. They might have to do an update about that, but yeah, it's gonna make Manteuffel and Prince Otterberg like very, very broken doing that gimmick. I'm doing this again. This is why I want to demonstrate this. It's disorienting when you do that. Very, very shaky camera, so I stopped. I was like, okay, this is not working. I'm not going to do this anymore. We pretty much have to win this game now, so I got to be on my game. Notice the secondaries right here. Firing manual now. They get to fire over the islands, even though I normally wouldn't have automatic-wise. So guess what? We're going to go to manual. We go up to 13 kilometers, just at the very edge of our range right here, and this is pretty much the gimmick. This is how you win the game. You're just doing constant secondary damage, especially on a French battleship where, man, not enough armor to really survive the onslaught of 32 mil pen. Here, I'll even show you the stats here. 32 to 38 mil pen. Yeah, French battleship is not going to be able to sustain against that. There's nothing you can do. There's no angling possible. It just pins all over you. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe the French battleships are baked in 32 mil armor all over the place. So just a French baguette lunch for a German battleship. All right, see, we can get the GQ Johnny, which we just did a review about. So take a look at that video. And look, I was just trying another gimmick again, see if I can get all the secondaries firing on the GQ Johnny. Nah, not working right there. So let's just switch to manual mode again. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if angling has anything to do with it, but it's funky. All right, let's see. Where is this guy at? So we're going to maneuver back in the middle here. And there's a torpedo threat. There's the radars up. All right, let's shoot the GQ Johnny here. All right, we fire our main guns. Don't forget you got main guns as well, guys. So that's sometimes you forget with manual secondaries. You're like, oh, wait, I got main guns. And they're just sitting there loaded, and I'm not using them. So that's the thing. You got to have situational awareness to know that they're there. All right, let's see if we can get around John Barr. I can't believe the Illinois actually died to the John Barr here. So I guess we'll have to carry this game and win it for our team here. We got to kill the last two guys, GQ Johnny and Yugamo. Let's launch a free torpedo spread right there. And I was really surprised about this. Now I have to follow these torpedoes here because I did not know what was going on. So I just literally launched this, and I was going, okay, let's take a game. Let's take a real quick, fire from the hip. Hope for the best. Is Lady Luck going to be on our side today? Oh my gosh. I guess it is. Confederate, by the way, ladies and gents. Yugamo, we kill that guy and literally secure the win. I mean, we were the marker says we were losing at this point. And again, the score was reversed, so we were losing. But with that kill right there, all I got to do is kill GQ Johnny. And poor GQ Johnny, you're a great ship that I just did a review on. But unfortunately, we're zigzagging here. That's the little tactic there, zigzag and avoid torpedoes. And there is GQ Johnny. And back turret, best turret will always win this game, right, guys? All right, so I let the automatic fire fire. At these ranges, yeah, secondary automatic fire will definitely get it. Aura damage. It'll work for us. And here's the back turret. Here it goes. Shells out. Full send. Boom. That last shell right there. That was wicked right there. Last shell, back turret. Come on. Splash 305,000 damage, 1.5 million potential. This thing acts like a battleship, even though it's a battlecruisers. Very, very strong Confederate. 105,000 damage, 3 kills. Getting that ranked game in there for you guys. And, man, top of the team right there. Very, very strong. Manteuffel, what a game. Check it out. I tried it. It is powerful at Tier 9. Up tiered, not so much. It might melt just like normal, but anyways, it's a cruiser. So take a look at it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you see me out there, make sure you say hello. And as always, I hope you're doing well. Build bad in the video. Take care. Talk to you soon. Cheers.